ladies and gentlemen, just like that Afro Man case that we just covered, there is another very important, I think the most important case of hip hop being on trial that we've been following, which is Drake versus UMG. You know, all that's been going on with it. UMG has, well, Drake got his case dismissed, and UMG has, and then I guess they appeal. They're gonna appeal or file an appeal, and UMG has finally responded, ladies and gentlemen. It's like a well, first of all, people tell me that UMG kind of fighting back, you know, to keep that appeal not going through, and people are telling me that to check it out. Now it's a 50 something page document, I think, when I clicked it. So we're really just going to go over some of the highlighted parts. Shout out to Juana for Ev from this that this page has been posting. So we're going to go right here to the ISO cam. So the state of the issues. Did the court correctly hold? Okay, I'm gonna do this so you can all read it. Hold Drake. This is what they got to prove. Did the court correctly hold that Drake's defamation claim fails because not like us constitutes non-actionable opinion, which is saying basically, did the court correctly hold them? Did the court correctly hold? Basically, these are all the things. Did the court correctly do their procedures right? Did everything hold? Of course, that's what an appeal is essentially saying they didn't. So it's just laying out the rules of this is what Drake is going to have to appeal. The court did the court correctly hold that Drake failed to state GBL claim, whatever. So I'm not going to just read all of the articles parts. I just kind of want to go over some of the highlighted parts, and some these are from UMG's response. So right here, Drake does not show otherwise on appeal. Instead, he seeks to strip words from their context and deem them actionable defamation if anyone anywhere might treat them as factual. Oof. So UMG is basically saying Drake does not show what he needs to show. Instead, what he's doing is taking words out of their context, acting like it's defamation, and acting if anybody anywhere heard it and took it factual, it's defamation. They're basically saying he over here bugging. He ain't talking facts. He over here bugging. Let me just translate it. That is not the law. I am the law. He said that is not the law. You can't do that. Drake, you can't do that. And obviously, it's crazy because it's not, I guess it's not obvious, but it is. UMG right now is the people who are on the side of hip hop, and Drake is it's. I'm glad the Afro Man thing happened because all about everything of these court cases and stuff is about legal precedent. So it's about if you win this, what could that mean and spell later on for the culture at large? So in this case, UMG is Afro Man with the and Drake is the cops or the ex cops that were suing. That's literally what it is. Drake's team is that side, and that's why for all the people like I can't believe people are rooting for UMG. It just happens to be they are the people who aren't suing over lyrics and defamation that can really set a nasty precedent to the whole entire culture, to the world. To this country. Drake's view would critically undermine a highly creative, exactly, art form built on exaggeration, insult, and wordplay. Exactly. So UMG is literally fighting and saying, hey, Drake is really trying to undermine a culture that was built on this type of talking, braggadocious talking, hyperbole, all kinds of figurative language, colorful talk. It's about being clever. So you can't just now do that because it's about to undermine the entire art form, which is crazy that UMG is saying this. So weeks before the Super Bowl performance, Drake filed suit asserting claims for defamation, second degree harassment, whew, and GBL 34. I don't know what that is. The GBL claim was based on the false assertion that UMG used bots to stream Not Like Us, which was like, I mean, we're in appeals at this point. He already lost the case, so we the first time. The assertion was directly refuted by the source Drake relied on. The assertion was directly refuted by the source that Drake relied on. So he's basically saying whoever told you that also refuted it. Yeah. They also said it was. So what we doing? We believe him now, we believe him then. They said after UMG sent Rule 11 letter, Drake agreed to withdraw. Damn. And correct the allegation. Drake filed an amendment complaint on April 16, 2025, asserting the same three claims. On defamation, the court recognized that New York's Constitution provides absolute protection of opinions. He's saying like, bro, we know the law. We know the law. This is hip hop. This is an art form, and it's got to be protected. And I'm gonna keep saying that the crazy part is UMG is the ones that are right now doing the protection. And like I said, this doesn't take UMG off the hook for all the bad practices, all the bad contracts, all the different things they've done. It's just at this exact moment. They just happen to be on the side of basically freedom of speech and freedom of artistic expression and freedom of saying what I want on the record. Freedom of, like, this is crazy. But Drake's attempt to rip the words he now dislikes from their immediate and broader context has no support in governing law. Ah! What else? And Drake's last-ditch effort to identify some threshold legal or procedural error in the district court approach is equally meritless. He said, he's scrambling, ladies and gentlemen. He said, the clock is ticking. He's spiraling. Oh, he reaching. Yeah, he reaching. Damn. I mean, it is true. Resting largely on anonymous, online commentary. Drake's GBL claims fails because his information and belief allegations rest largely on anonymous online commentary. It's like, Drake, we don't believe you. You need more people. So your sources was bad. They was feeding you bad information, man. The court also correctly held that Drake did not allege consumer-orientated harm. And his alleged injury is derivative and speculative. He's saying like you didn't take no consumer loss. You're just saying you took an overall my character. But how do you weigh that? Is what they saying. How we weigh that? This is gonna be the last page we read. Because if you want to read the rest, 83 actually, it's 83 pages. So if you want to read the rest of it, go check it out. I'm just here to catch the bars. Come here. Drake's argument is nonsensical. Whether I'm going to just read this next part. Whether rap lyrics are admissible as evidence for the jury to weigh in determining whether factual crime. Basically saying like, come on, bro. Rap lyrics cannot be used to portray crimes. This is something that Drake was fighting for with Young Thug. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Drake's argument is also astoundingly hypocritical. Oh! In November 2022, Drake signed a petition. Oh, you gotta put the ether beat behind this one. Drake's argument is also astoundingly hypocritical. In November 2022, Drake signed a petition criticizing the trend of prosecutors using artists' creative expression against them by treating rap lyrics as facts. That's a bar. Don DeMarco, bang, bang. It's like that. Like that. In an attempt to criminalize black creative artistry. Oh, they was punching. I mean, there it is.